Welcome to Wanted Down Under, the show that catapults a British family right across to the other side of the world to help them make the biggest decision of their life, whether to stay in the UK or to move to Australia. Ian Page wants his family to share his dream of a new life down under.
It's better here, it's cheaper here, you can have a better lifestyle for the kids, it's much more rewarding.
But wife Jackie doesn't see what's wrong with home and tensions mount.
This is our life in the UK. This is what we have to deal with on a monthly basis.
Well, this is what we'll be dealing with in Australia.
It's cheaper.
Oh, it isn't, Ian. Not really, it's not.
And it only gets tougher when they're reminded just how much they're leaving behind.
If we're so happy at home, if everything's so perfect, if our friends and family are everything, why are we even here now?
Because that's what you want.
There's recently been a 20% increase in families seeking jobs in Australia. With its warm climate and promise of work, it's a very attractive option. For people under 45 with the skill in demand, it could be a realistic choice to make the move. But if you've never even set foot down under, it's a massive challenge. 20 British families have been pushed to breaking point as they find out about real life down under. And after just 1 week, they'll have to vote one way or the other, whether to stay in the UK or to move to Australia. Ian and Jackie Page, along with their 3 children, Lily, Abigail and baby Ethan, are about to leave their home near Crawley in the Surrey countryside to find out what life would be like in Australia. The Pages have been thinking about a move down under since they got married 6 years ago. And the pressures for Ian of often being away from home, working as an immigration escort officer, are making him keener than ever.
To be able to spend more time together as a family, to be able to enjoy each other's company a bit more, watch the kids grow up and just do things together as a family, just like normal families do. I mean, we work very bad shift hours, and quite often I'll pull in the driveway and hi honey, I'm home, and she hands me the baby, and she's in the car and she's off to work, and I'm playing dad. We're kind of like ships that pass in the night, which is really frustrating, and it's something I really want to readdress in our favour. I'm hoping that Australia will be able to do that for us.
Jackie works as a senior staff nurse at Specialist Cancer Hospital, the Royal Marsden. Her work and colleagues play a massive role in her life.
I love the hospital. I love the work that I do, and I love my patients as well. They're really special people, and the people I work with, not only do I work with them, I socialise with them, so leaving the Marsden is going to be really difficult.
Neither Ian nor Jackie have ever been to Australia, but they've got their visas and see this as a great chance for their family.
I don't want to look back in 10, 20 years' time and think I had that opportunity and it was something offered to me, and we have the visas, it's there waiting for us, and that we never took it, or at least never tried, and that's an overriding thing, I think. I don't want to look back and have regrets.
But despite this, Jackie's not always as committed as she sounds.
1 minute she's really, really keen. She's like, yeah, let's go, let's do it. And the next minute she's like, no, I don't think this is a good idea. I don't want to leave my friends, and I've got a really good job here and everything else. And I'm like, well, we should at least give it a try.
I've driven Ian completely to distraction, because 1 minute I really want to go and the next minute I really don't want to go.
Recently, youngest daughter Abigail became seriously ill with the autoimmune disorder celiac disease, which means she has to follow a gluten-free diet. This has thrown up some grave concerns.
I think a real fear for me about going to Australia is the health worries. Abigail with a celiac disease, which is quite new for us. I mean, she was only diagnosed in December. So we're just getting our head around it, and having to go to a whole new country, the other side of the world, and learn how they manage it is really quite concerning, and she was really very ill.
Jackie is also incredibly close to her family and worries how they would be affected by a move down under.
My mum isn't going to take it very well at all, to be honest. We're taking away not just me, obviously, but but the grandchildren and her only grandchildren, so it's going to be really, really difficult.
So it looks like Jackie and Ian have a huge amount to consider over the coming week.
You know, as long as we give it a fair crack at the whip, I think, you know, I can't really ask for much more. But I mean, if she's really, you know, desperate to come home, then we'll come home.
For their week down under, we're sending the Pages to Perth, capital of Western Australia. Situated between the bush and the western seaboard, Perth has a relatively small commercial centre, busy during the day with office workers, shoppers and diners. This area is surrounded by city suburbs, offering a mixture of apartment and townhouse living. The suburbs spread out north and south along the coast. The further you go, the more you can get for your property pound.
We found 3 possible lifestyles for the family, each one offering a brand new way of life for them to try on their budget. But which one will be the most suitable?
With Perth's central business district surrounded by inner city suburbs, property options are plentiful, from high-rise living to family townhouses. Stylish 3-bedroom family villas such as this one in Mount Lawley cost £300,000, but there are a number of options that would suit the Pages' budget of £220,000. Only 2 city-based hospitals in Perth deal with Jackie's specialist nursing care, which would pay between £32,000 and £35,000. Choosing this option would mean only a 10-minute commute into work, and the family would be able to make the most of the shops and cafes on their doorstep and the schools nearby for the children.
So, very different from their life in the UK. But what about the second option?
The coast would offer the Pages more of a laid-back lifestyle, but Jackie would have to commute into the city for work. Coastal property within a half-hour drive of the commercial centre comes at a premium. And 4-bedroom family houses such as this one with a terrace and ample living space cost £500,000. Too much of a stretch at the moment for the Pages' budget, but something to aspire to in the future.
That looks very inviting. But what about the third option?
Travel to the outer suburbs of Perth and the properties become more affordable for the Pages, with 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom family houses like this one in Tapping costing £250,000. With lakes and parks and open spaces to enjoy, it's certainly family friendly. However, Jackie would have a substantial commute of around an hour into work, and with 3 young children, this might be too much of a strain on family life.
3 very different options there, all of them life-changing. But where did we decide to send our family?
With the short drive to work of only 10 minutes, all the amenities a growing family could need on their doorstep, and a variety of family houses to suit their budget, we decided that the city suburbs were the best option for Ian and Jackie. We lined up Jackie with a job to try.
You must be Jackie. Hello, hi.
And a selection of housing options.
Oh, I love the kitchen.
Before plunging them into Aussie lifestyle at the deep end. But they have a tough week ahead of them as they try to make the biggest decision of their lives.
They've really got to think what they're doing. We love you very much.
Right, that's it, and I really don't want to talk about this anymore.
No.
No.
The Page family are heading off for a week to sample life down under. Ian's desperate to make it work, but will Jackie's home ties prove too much to leave behind? They have a busy week ahead of them, and after an arduous 18-hour flight with 3 young children, they emerge on the other side of the world. Ian's feeling positive, but Jackie's got some reservations.
That was a long
really
flight.
long. Really makes you realise just how far away you are, actually. That took forever.
Plus the time it takes as well. But the kids were really good. I think they didn't do too bad. It was all right. They were quite amused away. You did, didn't you?
But although Ethan and Abigail aren't quite sure where they are, Ian certainly is.
I realise how big Australia is now. So. That was a bit of a shock.
I have to say, Ian has not stopped smiling since we got actually off the plane.
Glad to be here, I think, is the key thing.
Well, their gruelling journey is almost over. The Pages are staying in a 4-bedroom house in the family-friendly suburb of East Victoria Park, only a 5-minute drive from the centre of Perth and the city-based hospitals for Jackie's work.
Let's have a look.
Here we go.
Oh, wow. This is fantastic. I smell the wood. Come on, let's have a look.
Loads of space, isn't it?
What have we got?
Is this a 3-bedroom?
I think so.
Properties in this more established suburb tend to be older and can offer a wealth of character features, which seems to have struck a chord with Ian.
It's really tall.
It's got lots of character, isn't it? It's like it's new, but it's old as well.
The master bedroom.
Oh yeah, it's got an ensuite.
It's the size of those wardrobes.
Oh my.
Jack is impressed.
We'll be sleeping in here then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will we be sleeping next door?
No, you're in the shed.
No!
Do you have a look? You have a look at the rest of it?
Come on, girls. Oh wow, it's huge.
Oh, it's just wonderful.
Now I can see myself here for a week. That's no problem at all.
Only a week. Can we stay for a month? This is really nice.
No, this is doing me fine. It's doing me fine.
Oh, this is beautiful. This is really nice.
I can live in here.
Really nice.
But Jackie spots a low-maintenance feature she doesn't appreciate.
I mean, look at it. It's horrible.
It's a metal
What's wrong with
fence.
like a picket fence or a bit of bamboo or anything? But no, it's metal and it's corrugated.
So what will Jackie make of Ian's next discovery?
Is that an outside toilet?
I don't know. Yeah, it is. It's an outside toilet.
Oh, good grief. Oh, a
big
spider. I will not be using that, I have to say.
Jeez.
Outback Dunny, look at that.
That is cool. I like that.
Outside toilet.
I don't know why.
That's your one, that is.
That's your one.
So Lily's got the shed and the outside toilet all to herself.
Really, really nice.
I'll be happy here.
Yep.
No problem.
Do you think they'll sell it to us?
But can they afford it? Family houses finished to this standard come at a price. Valued at around £400,000, the Pages soon realised that this property at least is outside their budget.
You can't really expect us to sort of, rock up into a house that, is like this, straight
Why
off
can't
the
you
bat.
expect to rock up into a house like this?
Well, you've got to think of the house we
You're
sold.
coming all the way over from the other side of the world, Ian. I want to rock up to a house like this.
Yeah, but I mean, the house we sold back in England was only 2-bedroom. This is, 4 bedrooms? So, I mean, it's bigger for a start, so it's going to be more expensive,
Ian,
isn't it?
if I'm coming to the other side of the world, I want a house like this.
Better start
End
working harder then, don't I?
End of. I'm not coming to live in a shack, love. This is quite nice for me, but we can't afford it, so.
Ian's left in no doubt that it's vital they find the right property if Jackie's going to be won over to the idea of a life in Australia. Let's hope they find something suitable. Back in the UK, Jackie and Ian luckily sold their 2-bedroom house in Surrey 2 years ago before the property downturn for £250,000. Since then, they've been renting this 4-bedroom family house while they try and decide where their future lies. The house is in a great location and suits their needs as a growing family, so any property in Perth will have a lot to live up to. We found 3 suitable homes for sale. The first is in Greenmount, an older suburb overlooking Perth City and only a 20-minute drive from Jackie's proposed work. This 1950s 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom character cottage is on the market for around £211,000, just within the Pages' budget, so they should be able to afford it.
Okay, here we go.
Nice high ceilings.
Yeah, it's got a wooden floor as well.
Yeah.
I like the fireplace.
It's tiny, tiny, tiny room.
It's quite small, isn't it?
Ian tries to be positive.
Definitely a kids' playroom, isn't it? Which is nice.
I hope so. It isn't that
Which is nice, yeah. It's nice and airy in here at least anyway. It's quite cool, isn't it?
But Jackie's not buying it.
It's tiny.
It is small though. What's in here?
This is a bedroom. This is tiny. Absolutely
see?
tiny.
Wow,
You won't even get
I
the
want
kids
to
to
do
do anything in here.
Okay, let's have a look.
The next room might help.
This is better.
Oh, this is nice. I like this.
This is better.
This is really nice.
Oh, no, yeah. Much more
I love the
area.
beam.
Much more.
That's really nice.
A property of two halves. The older style at the front of the house gives way to a modern extension at the back, providing an open-plan living area. But Jackie's first positive impression wears off quickly.
Don't like it.
No.
Don't like it. It's really cool.
Not too sure about the colour of the kitchen cabinets.
Will the rest of the house be any better?
Just have a quick look at the bathroom then. Oh, well, that's all right. Look, they've got a shower in there.
Yeah, that's all right. That's okay.
You'd have to be very short to have a shower in there, though. I wouldn't fit. And a very small person to have a bath as well. So, I wouldn't be able to have a bath or a shower. That's not a very good start, is it?
Oh dear. Maybe seeing the other bedrooms will help.
Oh, this is nice.
This is Ethan's room, isn't it?
Yeah, this is nice in here.
This would be fine for Ethan.
Ian's sales pitch seems to be working.
We've come
back
round
to
in
the
a
hallway.
full circle.
I kind of like that in a way, though.
Yeah.
I kind of like the way that that's laid out when you kind of just sort of go round the house.
Oh, this is a good size. No, this is a good size.
Oh, look at this.
Who needs an estate agent when you've got Ian? But will he be able to sell the garden to Jackie?
Be very careful.
See, at least they've got some space to run around out here, haven't they?
Yeah,
I mean,
this
they've
is
got.
a
I mean,
fair-sized
where we are
garden.
at the moment, I mean, there's nothing, there's nowhere to run around at all, is there?
They've got
The good points is it's a garden, it's usable, they've got space to run around. The bad points is it's going to need, you know, renovating, it's going to need sorting out, isn't it?
But after all that positive talk, even Ian is prepared to concede defeat.
I think overall it's not quite what I'm looking for. I think we can do a lot better.
I hate it.
I know you do.
Oh dear, let's hope the next property comes up to scratch. Property 2 is in the northern suburb of Butler. It's a great area for families with open spaces and play parks nearby. You do get more for your money further from the city, so maybe this 4-bedroom new build will be more up their street.
Oh wow, this looks nice. This looks very nice. Come on in, open the gate then. Oh, I like this, nice front garden.
On the market for £230,000, it's just a tad above the Page's budget, so it would be a little bit of a stretch. But what about the decor?
Come on, Lily, let's have a look in this one. It's purple again.
There we go.
Well, this is nice. I like this.
Better. This is much better.
Yeah, it's much nicer, much nicer. Purple, though, they must have got this colour scheme from the last people's kitchen cabinets. What's over here? Well, this is unusual. Is this like the lounge then?
I hope not, because it's tiny.
Yeah, it's really small.
No, it can't be.
Let's have a look around here. Oh, this is a bedroom.
Bedroom.
I've seen that.
Now, with this,
Tiny bedroom.
it is quite small. Would this be Ethan's room?
It'd
I
have
mean,
to be Ethan's.
if this was Ethan's room, it's bigger than what he's got back home.
That room might be small, but wait till Jackie sees the airy living space next door.
This is nice. I like this. This is really good.
It's nice. It feels
Don't
kind
know
of.
about the bar.
The bar would have to go.
At the back of the property, there's another double bedroom, which is next door to a bathroom, which Ian might find a bit of a challenge.
Well, that's okay for one leg. I don't put my other leg.
That's the kids' bar. Oh, that is tiny.
Yeah.
That really is small.
See, back home we'd call that a bidet. Not a bath.
But this is good, Ian. 4th bedroom. It's a 4th bedroom.
This is better, and it's pink as well, so Lily would be
Wow,
happy.
who wants this bedroom?
Oh, this would be better.
So they've both got their own room.
So that's good.
They certainly seem taken by the indoor living space, but there's still more to see.
Let's have a look out here. Oh, look at that.
Lily, Abby.
Look, what's in here? A pool.
Wow.
Yeah, this is nice.
Well, that's gone down well.
Now be very careful,
Keep
girls.
away from the water, please.
That's the Australian thing, the pool in the garden.
Not that much overlooked here, really, in the pool area.
Yeah, got a lovely
It's
view
not
of the
too
fence.
bad. And it's got a little seating area as well, so you can
You can pass me my
sit
glass of
round
wine.
and, your margarita.
Margarita. Yeah, chance beer for anything.
but the pool's not enough to distract them from the neighbours for long.
I'm not used to having neighbours literally on our doorstep.
No, I mean, it's very
you've got
easy
areas for the kids to play. You've got the pool. You've got that lovely bar. I love the barbecue area.
It's a nice
out
covered
there.
area. And
I
it
can
looks
see
like
us
it's
having odd
covered
party
from
out there.
the weather as well.
It's lovely. The outside bit is fine if it wasn't overlooked by all the houses and enclosed by a metal fence.
It seems the neighbours and the fence factor is too much for Jackie, but at £230,000, what about value for money?
This was a lot less than I thought it was going to be.
It's less than I thought it was going to be as well.
But at the same token, I don't like it.
Oh dear, it's not going very well. Jackie's not been won over. Ian takes stock of the situation.
She will put the brakes on this if things aren't right. And, you know, that will, you know, tear me up, to be honest with you. I mean, since the time I landed here, and I just, you know, it feels right to be here. I really want to be here. I don't want to go back to the UK even now.
It looks like it all hinges on property 3. It's vital they find the perfect house if Ian's going to win Jackie over to his Aussie dream. The last property is in the neighbouring suburb of Clarkson. There are shopping facilities close by and plenty of green areas for the kids. This 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom property is on the market for £237,000. A bit more than their proposed budget, but still within reach at a push.
Corner house.
Corner plot.
So you're not going to be overlooked on
Okay.
every side.
In you go then.
There you go. That's it. Wow.
Come on, girls, you want to have a look?
This way.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a bedroom here.
This is lovely. Oh, the decor's much
The
nicer.
decor's a lot nicer, isn't it? Yeah.
No purple anywhere.
No.
No,
It is nice. It's very nice.
Oh, it's much better.
Very nice.
Oh, yeah, much better.
Very
Oh,
nice.
I love the kitchen.
That is nice.
I actually like the colour as well.
Not purple.
No,
Aubergine.
really, really nice.
I haven't seen any purple around here at all, which is good.
It's good. No, it's much better.
Nice eating area.
Much better.
Nice
Much more airy. Oh, this is the grown-up area.
Oh, this is nice.
Oh, this is
Isolation
great.
from the kids.
Oh, this is lovely.
I like that sofa as well. It's quite nice, isn't it?
It's got a much better feel about this place as well, hasn't it?
It does nicer, isn't
It's
it?
much homelier.
I don't think it feels as big as the last place inside, but it feels warmer and friendlier, doesn't
No,
it?
I
You
like
know
it.
what I
It's
mean?
much nicer, much better.
Not too sure about that heater though.
Let's hope the rest of the property is more impressive than the heating.
We've seen the master bedroom, haven't we?
Yeah.
So this is.
One of the kids' bedrooms.
Yeah. I don't suppose it really matters which one would be which, really.
It's quite small again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, little bathroom again, and little being the operative word.
Tell me the shower's reasonable. No, it's not. I can see from here.
Oh, it's tiny. And...
Maybe it's an employment thing. They use small kids to put the showers in, just so they can't reach them. Have to get them on stilts or
Yeah.
platform shoes or something.
Okay.
So there's another bedroom here. This is a bit bigger.
Okay, so we've got 3. This is third bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a bit bigger. Again, another one
See,
for the girl.
I mean, I don't think these rooms are any smaller than what we got back home. Don't forget, it's a different layout.
I suppose it's for the kids, isn't it?
This is bedroom number 3.
Bedroom number 3.
So there's another 4th bedroom. Then that's the kids got a bedroom each, then, haven't they?
So far, so good. But Jackie hasn't seen the small fence issue out the back.
Mummy, Daddy, come and fill this grass.
Is it artificial grass?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's all right. Won't need mowing, so that'll be one less job I had to get. That's not too bad, I suppose.
No, it's not.
In fact, maybe just a little.
Perfect. No, it's nice. It's all right. Apart from
Yeah.
what's the issue with it?
Well, you've got the fencing again that you don't like, but I mean that's not too bad, is it? There's only so much you can do with metal fencing, isn't there? I mean, let's be honest.
Jackie hasn't been too put off, and the lack of a pool doesn't seem to be an issue either.
It's okay. It's the best one I've seen. No, it's homely. It's not overlooked too much.
The thing is, could you see yourself living here rather than back home?
That's the. I don't know. We'll see.
How we'll see, will we see?
We'll see.
Oh, I suppose it's better than what I've been getting before.
Ian's pushing his luck, but the last property might have done the trick. We've shown Jackie and Ian 3 properties in Perth. The first house in Greenmount was comfortably within their budget at £211,000, but the children's rooms were too small and the aubergine kitchen didn't go down well. The second house at £230,000 offered more space for the family, but Jackie was put off by the metal fencing and proximity of the neighbours. The third property was a bit more expensive at £237,000, but Jackie and Ian loved the stylish decor and privacy in the back garden. Was it enough to sway Jackie? Time to vote.
Well, we've seen 3 houses today in Australia, all fairly similar but different as well. And we've sat and we've thought about what we can get in Surrey, which isn't a lot for our money really, and what we can get in Perth, Australia, and the space, and of course the money that we'll be spending. And we're ready to vote.
Australia!
Australia!
Well, they seem to have been a bit swept away by that last house, although it seems Lily is missing her princess bedroom back home. But what if they can't afford property 3? Later, the pages discover how much everyday life down under will actually cost. And dreams of owning any property in Australia will depend on Jackie finding work that rivals her job in the UK.
Ian's dreams rest on whether Jackie can find work down under. In the UK, she has a successful career which she loves, so it's going to take something special for her to give it all up.
Back home in Surrey, Jackie works part-time as a senior staff nurse at the specialist cancer hospital, the Royal Marsden. She adores her job, and the people she works with have become very close friends over the years. Senior staff nurses like Jackie can earn anywhere between £29,000 to £39,000 in the southeast of England. As Jackie would become, at least initially, the sole breadwinner if they emigrated, it's vital to find out how pay compares in Australia. In Perth, Jackie is up early to meet Tish Morrison, clinical specialist nurse at St John of God Community Hospice in Murdoch, who hopes that Jackie's specialist skills might find a home at this palliative care unit. Tish wastes no time in showing Jackie the facilities.
It's a really good size, isn't it?
It is, and the great thing about it is that all the rooms here are private rooms, so that there's no shared accommodation. These doors all open up so that if the patient isn't well enough to get out of bed, we can actually let them get out in the garden. In the summertime, we have to keep the screens closed because there's snakes around. Oh. So, not my favourite thing now.
Not something you have to worry about, to be fair, in Chevalier. Snakes are not a problem, to be honest. No.
If they make the move down under, both Jackie and Ian will have to find work if they've any chance of affording the property and lifestyle they want here. Ian is hoping he might be able to retrain and join the police force if they move to Australia. So he's come into the city centre to have a quick chat with Courtney and Tristan from Perth's Police Rail Unit.
How you guys doing? Good? So there are many ex-British police officers working over here?
Over at Perth itself, there's about 75% British coppers to 25% Aussie coppers, so it's like
quite
working in a little bit. Yeah,
I was going to say. They fit in okay over here then?
Yeah, no, great. A lot of them seem to be loving the lifestyle and just a lot more laid back than over in the UK.
It sounds like Ian would feel right at home. At the hospice, Jackie's keen to find out how flexible the working hours are.
So what's your hours here? What
so
do you offer?
We're kind of, I guess, more traditional.
Right, okay.
7 till 2:30 is the morning shift, 2 till 9:30 is the evening shift, and then 9 at night till 7:30 in the morning is the night shift. It's a bit of a juggling act when you've got children.
It sounds like the hours on the wards may not be quite as flexible as Jackie's been used to, but on the upside, they are about to introduce some help for working mothers.
Vacation care will actually run from this room. And the group will come in, look after the kids here, then they take them out for activities every day.
That's brilliant.
And
so good.
Hopefully that will then develop onto sort of full-time childcare on site, which would be really good,
That
I
would
think.
be really good.
And childcare would be vital if Ian decided to join the police. But is he ready for what that entails?
What kind of hours do you work?
Yeah, we're on over at Perth. We're on 10-hour hours there, and we work days, arvos, and night shifts.
What about uniform? How's that like running around in the summer? I guess it gets quite hot out here.
It does get very hot in the summer. It gets to over 40 degrees Celsius. But this is just what we wear, so we just got to grunt and bear it.
It's comfortable though.
You get used to it.
Meanwhile, Jackie's meeting some of Tish's colleagues who also moved from the UK.
Sherry's been here for just over 20 years.
Oh gosh, would you go back?
Not really, no. I've been back twice for a visit.
Yeah.
You know, they've got such a good life here, you know, with the outside and the sport and the beaches, so I wouldn't be rushing back now.
No. Do you guys socialise a lot? Because I do that a lot at home with the girls from the Marsden. It's quite a big part of of work-life balance at home. Do you guys do that?
Well, I've only been here about 7 months now, so I'm just finding my feet on the social side of things. And these girls have already done a calendar and things.
Back in the city centre, Ian's had a really useful chat with Courtney and Tristan.
Listen, guys, thanks for talking to me. It's been brilliant. Thanks for taking the time out of your busy day.
Take care. Hope you make it over.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you later.
Take care, guys.
See you, girls.
Hey, girls.
Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Say bye-bye.
The meeting was really informative for Ian, who's discovered the starting rate for police officers in Australia is around £26,000, about the same as the UK.
The pay's comparable, it's a good salary, and the hours they do are very good, which will allow a very good, healthy balance. One of the things that back home is tough is working and family life, and so that gives us a good balance over here.
Jackie needs some important questions answering.
So how does the salary compare here?
You would be at the top of the increment.
Right.
So I think that works out to be 66,000 a year, so I'm not sure how that compares with the UK.
It probably is comparable, I would say.
And realistically, I think that you have to come and get into the workforce, and it might not be the perfect job to begin with, but it lets you see how the system works, and from there you can make choices after that once you've got the first job on your CV, really.
No, I totally agree. I think I'm going to have enough stress in a way, settling the children down and sorting out the husband, than worrying about the job. So the job, it's good if that is sort of comfortable. I'm comfortable with that. I know what I'm doing with that, and I haven't got to worry so much about the children. So that'd be great.
Yeah.
Thank you ever so much.
All right. Well, thanks, Jackie, for your time.
I'll be happy working here. I think the people here are lovely. The unit is lovely. It's a job I could do easily, but it's not the Marsden.
I feel bad that I'm taking her away from all that, but there's something driving me that thinks that it's the right thing to do, you know, despite her reservations and everything else. I just want her to just sort of like dip her toe in the water, and that's the way I feel. She's got to be the same way.
At the moment I'm feeling really pulled because I've got this huge amount of loyalty back home to the Marsden, and I've got the opportunities back there. And obviously Ian as well desperately wants me to do well here and work here and come here. So at the moment I'm completely pulled. I don't know what to do.
It's been a long day for everyone, but ultimately Ian's dreams of a new life down under rest on Jackie finding work that suits her. She seems to have been impressed by what she's seen so far, so how will she vote on work?
I've had a good look around the hospital in Australia, and it is really lovely, and the people are great. And in actual fact, the job is very similar to the one I do at home at the Marsden. But at the end of the day, it's not the Marsden. And my pull is there, my loyalty is there. I'm going to vote for UK.
Although Jackie's loyalty remains with her job in the UK, she did warm to the work and people she found here. Can Jackie yet be won over to life in Australia? One of the things Jackie and Ian are looking forward to during their week in Perth is making the most of its outdoor culture. As one of the sunniest capitals in the world, with an average of 8 hours of sunshine per day, the Pages will be able to make the most of the open-air activities on offer. However, the clear skies do come with a health warning.
As someone who nurses people with skin cancer, Jackie is concerned how her children's fair skin will cope in the Aussie sun. It's an issue any family thinking of emigrating should take into consideration. So, here's some advice on how to play safe Aussie style.
Perth enjoys a hot Mediterranean climate, which means many people enjoy an al fresco lifestyle. But due to its geographical position and extended exposure to UV rays, extra precaution is needed when going outside. Unlike in the UK, Australia has high UV levels for most of the year. Skin cancer is a growing problem in Australia, and Western Australia has the second highest rate after Queensland due to the predominantly fair-skinned population and outdoor lifestyle. Children are particularly at risk from the sun. Most Australians are aware of the dangers. Here's a normal Aussie mum.
Come in, welcome to my home. Let me show you how a typical Aussie family looks after their kids in the sun. We've all got clothing that's specially designed for protecting us from the sun. I have this long sleeve, close weave white shirt, and the kids have sun protection factor 50 plus bathers with longer sleeves so that they protect their shoulders.
Sun exposure in childhood and adolescent years significantly increases the risk of developing melanoma later in life. So that's why it's important to protect children when they're outside.
When we're preparing for a day outside, this is what we need to do to get ready. The kids need to wear their hats, and they've got Legionnaire style hats with the back to cover their necks and ears. I've got a big wide brimmed sun hat as well, and sunglasses. And then the kids of course need to wear sunscreen. We've got SPF 30 plus, and then of course you need to remember to reapply frequently, especially after swimming. Okay kids, you can go off and play now.
Protective clothing is important, as is keeping children out of the sun between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. But it's also important to protect children when they're at school.
Okay, right, it's recess time. Would you put your pencils down, put your hats on, and get ready to go out to recess.
The Cancer Council in Australia works closely with schools to introduce sun smart programs, including a no hat, play in the shade policy that encourages children to get into the habit of wearing a hat when outdoors. And the good news is that skin cancer is largely preventable through sensible sun protection. So, however you enjoy the Australian sunshine, always stay sun safe. But today, the Pages don't have to worry about the sun, as on a bit of an overcast morning, we've arranged a family-friendly trip to Perth's Aquamarine Park, where they'll be able to take in all the aquatic life that Australia has to offer without getting wet. Front of house assistant Alex Melville gives them a guided tour.
So we're currently under 3 million litres of water.
Blimey, this is plexiglass.
It's very thick, very safe.
Look at that one's coming there.
This is Morticia, one of our stingrays.
There's Chunk the turtle.
That was my favourite.
And there's Ed. Isn't he gorgeous?
There's Victoria.
The girls are having a great time, but Ian knows it's going to take a lot to convince Jackie to make the move down under. Does he feel he's running out of time?
I am getting a bit desperate now to try and convince Jackie to come out here. I don't quite know how I'm going to achieve that. I think at the end of the day, I'm just going to have to sit back and hope that maybe she's seen something out here that she likes, but I think it's going to be a real struggle.
I think Ian perceives that we would have more time in Australia, but at the end of the day we're both going to have to work still. Yes, we would have the great outdoors more here, and that is a real positive, but is that really a positive enough to come the other side of the world for? I'm not so sure.
Looking to the future, Jackie's got concerns about an outdoor lifestyle for her girls.
They are extremely fair, and it will be total sunblock probably for 6 months of the year, every day. I don't know if I really want that stress in my life, really. It's just an added worry. So yeah, that is a real concern still.
Ian doesn't know where he stands.
Jackie's been 1 minute, she's been like, I'm definitely not going, there's no way I'm going. And then the next minute she's changed her mind, she's like, yeah, let's go, let's just sell everything, let's just get on the plane and go. And that just makes me feel really upbeat 1 minute, really positive, really focused. And then the next minute, deflated and, lost in direction and thinking, well, if we don't go, what do we do?
1 minute he's up, 1 minute he's down, because he has been constant, he wants to come here and that's it, and I can't make up my mind. And I think maybe a lot of that is because maybe I don't want to come particularly, but I'm trying to please him, and I know that sounds awful, and it is something awful, but I do feel really guilty because, it is me that's holding it all back. Maybe if I just sort of thought, well, come on, Jack, just go for it, is that really too much to ask?
Well, Jack is unsure about the bigger picture, but it has been a successful day out. Is the idea of a life down under starting to grow on her? It's time to vote.
We've had a great day at the aquarium today. Compared to back home days out in England, it's been really good. It's a lot cheaper to come out here in Australia compared to back home. But there are other things as well that are the same and a little bit more expensive. But overall, we've had a fun day, and I think our vote is going to be for Australia!
UK! It's a split vote.
The Pages found they would really need to stretch their budget to get their dream home. It's vital they also take into account the cost of living in Australia to see if they can even afford it. It's time to do their sums.
The Pages are keen to compare the high cost of living in Surrey with life in Australia. We've provided some details of everyday costs. So while Ethan has a nap and the girls go mad with the felt tip pens, Ian and Jackie get to grips with the figures.
We've won first prize in the lottery.
Chance we're finding. Right, okay.
So
Right,
what have we
UK cost of living.
We know the wages are going to be the same, don't we? So what have we got? Electricity per month, £80 in the UK.
55 in Australia, that's a lot cheaper.
Yeah, the mortgage repayments would be £13.20.
Exactly the same.
But bearing in mind we're renting and that's buying.
Yeah. Mobile phones, but look at mobile phones.
Mobile phones for both of us, £50 in the UK.
70 for
70
Australia.
here. Abby's celiac food.
2 bags of pasta, £8.
Shall we see what the total is for the whole month then? 2,173.25, which is a difference of £291.25p deficit.
Well, so, I mean, looking at all this, it's actually not more expensive to live in Australia, is it? I don't think we'd be any less worse off, I don't think, anyway. Or I think it is literally
So what you're trying to say is because it's the same, there's no point in doing it? Because you're not gaining, because we're not gaining anything. What's the point in coming? Because there's no gain. And that's why I'm saying it's less, because I want to come out here, and you're saying it's the same because you don't.
But it is it's the same.
Yeah, because 1,800 is exactly the same as £2,173.25p. It's exactly the same, isn't it? It's not a tad cheaper, is it? You know, and $124.50 isn't a tad cheaper than £67.66p, is it?
That's exactly the same.
What, it's not just a tad cheaper, is it?
Jackie tries a different tack.
Yeah, money is not as important, really, is it, to be fair?
No, but it's not just money, is it? It's money that's in front of us, but it's lifestyle, isn't it? This is our life in the UK. This is what we have to deal with on a monthly basis.
Well, this is what we'll be dealing with in Australia.
It's cheaper.
Oh, it isn't, Ian. Not really, it's not.
The Pages clearly can't agree on what the figures mean, but Ian is sure that he's right.
Going through the figures with Jackie, I mean, you could tell, you know, every time I came up with, oh, look, that's cheaper, and, you know, she'd instantly come around and say, oh, but it's not that much cheaper, you know, because she wants it, she doesn't want it to be cheaper, because then I win the argument. I think she's really still dragging her heels and coming. But, you know, there's things holding her back in the UK, her friends, her family, and her job, and I don't think I'm ever going to compete with those.
Is Ian being overly pessimistic? Let's see. It's time to vote.
OK, so we've had a look at the facts and figures on cost of living compared to the UK compared to Australia, and we've added them all up, and Australia's a tad cheaper, and our vote is Australia.
Well, I can't argue with the blooming figures, can I?
Well, I think they've had it like a tad one way or just a tad more the other way. So
Jackie concedes that this is a victory for Ian.
Oh, I think Ian loves it. I think he's on a well high now. The fact that, because I've been saying for weeks and months that actually it's more expensive, we'll never be able to afford to live there, that we'll have to work really hard to maintain the standard of living that we've got at home, I've been going on for months. So in actual fact, it's proved him right, isn't it?
Is Jackie starting to see life down under as a possibility? And will seeing a snapshot of family life in Perth convince her further?
Moving to a new community is a major challenge for any family. For the Pages, they have the added concern of how well they could manage Abigail's celiac disease if they were to emigrate to Australia.
So we've arranged for the Pages to meet local family Lisa and Bob Cannell, who also have a daughter with celiac disease. They live just a short drive south of where the Pages are staying, in the suburb of Palmyra.
How are you? Oh, lovely to meet you. You too, I'm Ian. Bob's one of them.
It looks like Abby's made a friend.
I wanted to a tree house.
While the kids do what they do best, Jackie is eager to compare notes.
Just after she was diagnosed with celiac, she got flu, and she just couldn't recover from it. So she's in hospital for a week from flu. She had pneumonia and intensive care and everything.
You know what? Janie had pneumonia just before she was diagnosed as well.
Oh, really? So it's only her? Your sister's not got it?
No.
Bob is keen to show the Pages around the family home.
This is just the kitchen. Right. Where it all happens.
Jackie is immediately taken by this older property.
We've seen sort of lots of modern ones, and it's got so much character to it, hasn't it? It's just so much nice, and you've got space all around you.
The kids make the most of the facilities while Lisa puts the kettle on.
This house is gorgeous. It's really nice.
There's a character to it.
We're very comfortable. Yeah,
so can I ask how much roughly it costs?
It works out to about $1,000 a square metre that they base it on. So we bought this for just shy of 800,000 Australian dollars.
Yeah, that's quite
But you can be driving along and you'll see kids playing cricket on the street or kicking the football around.
It seems very family orientated actually.
It is. It's a big family area.
Lisa's husband Bob originally came from the UK, and Ian is quick to ask his advice.
How can I sell it to my wife? Basically, I need a good convincing argument to say, look, this is what you need to do.
It's a great place to bring up your kids. The weather's warm. They live outside, and I know it gets warm in the summertime, but we manage that. You slip, slop, slap. You put your hats on. You do your sunscreen, but you get down the beach at 8 o'clock in the morning for 2 hours every weekend on a Saturday morning, and it's just a really nice, pleasant place to go.
Jackie, meanwhile, is struck by the similarities of their situation.
I don't know any other mums with a celiac child.
Yeah, nor do I.
And a 3-year-old celiac child.
Yep.
It's absolutely, yeah. How is Australia geared towards celiacs and food and stuff?
We've seen a huge increase in the variety of food that you can get just at the supermarket.
Right.
I found, because we go back to the UK quite regularly as well, they have more variety over there, but it is getting better.
For Ian, Bob's got all the answers he wants to hear.
Does it allow for a better life and a work balance?
When you have family time, the weather's usually good, so you can go places, do stuff. You're not, you don't open the windows and go, raining again.
But more importantly than that, grubs up.
Who wants something to eat? Everything's gluten-free.
Yay! At least you can eat it, darling. I'll definitely get that recipe from you if that's okay.
Yeah.
We actually have a free prescription at home for Abigail. She has free fresh bread delivered to us. No problem, just delivered. Do you have the same sort of thing here?
No, we don't have that. But at the same time, I've tried that bread on the prescription bread in the UK. Well, I just make it. And it doesn't cost much.
That's not the support Jackie's been used to, but Ian's convinced.
Everything I ask, I get the answers back I want. This is how it is. It's better here, it's cheaper here, you can have a better lifestyle for the kids, it's much more rewarding. And I'm trying to sell that to the wife, and I'm struggling here. I'm losing the will to live. I really am. Thanks for everything, it's been wonderful, thank you.
Ian, however, might be pleasantly surprised at Jackie's reaction.
It's probably the best morning we've had since we've been here. It's been really great. Lisa is just lovely, and she's had exactly the same problems I've had with her little girls I've had with Abigail. I think this is probably more than anything. It's definitely persuaded me that this could be something for us.
So what do the Pages make of their prospects of a new social life down under?
We've had a really lovely morning here today, meeting another family, specifically one that's got a girl with celiac disease. The girls have had a great time, and we looked at how they coped in Australia with all the gluten-free food, and I think we're ready to make our vote now.
Australia!
Oh, Lily.
Why?
Well, at least Jackie's been won over. Ian's dream of a move down under could now be a possibility, but things are only going to get tougher.
Ian may be desperate to move to Australia, but for Jackie it would mean leaving behind a close circle of family and friends. To help them consider the huge emotional decision that moving to the other side of the world would mean, we've recorded some messages from their loved ones.
Hi, Jackie.
Hi, Jackie.
Hi, Ian. I hope you're having a good time.
Hi, Jackie.
Hi, Jackie. I know I'm biased because I'm her mum, but I'm extremely proud of her. She's turned out extremely well.
She's one of these people that, you know, when you see her, she comes to the wall, you think, oh, phew, thank goodness, no matter what kind of day you're going to have, you know it's going to be good because Jackie's there.
But Ian's great. I mean, he's really fantastic. He's always really positive, really nice guy, you know, bundle of laughs, really good fun.
Who is this guy, Ian?
Fantastic fun.
I'm going to miss him like mad. Even though I don't get to see him that often, I'm still going to miss him.
I shall miss Jackie and the children and Ian very much. And I shall struggle. I shall miss them very much.
Well, my little Hannah is going to desperately miss Abigail and Lily. They've been playing with each other since they've been born.
I'm not sure she's that crazy about going because I think she knows what she's going to leave behind here, both professionally and family-wise.
Yeah,
because she doesn't have any family out there that I'm aware of. I think so. No.
Jackie is also a very family-orientated person.
Yeah.
Which means that she's forever on to mum.
I'd worried she'd get lonely.
Yeah. Because we all need support and
with 3 small children, and her mum gives her a lot of support.
If that's really what they want, they're the right age to do it.
But they've got to think about it. They've really got to think about what they're gaining, what they're losing, and really that we love them so much and we wish them well. They've really got to think what they're doing. It's a long way.
We can visit them maybe once, but that'll be it.
Yeah, that's right.
Then we'll have to wait for them to come back to us.
Yeah. We're going to miss you if this is the decision you choose to make, but we're behind you 100%, whatever your decision is. But just hope you seize this opportunity and hope you have a brilliant time.
Don't forget, we're going to miss you so much if you do go, so do remember that when you're choosing that we're all here at home.
whatever you do, I absolutely love you all to pieces. And, well, come back soon, okay? Bye.
Don't forget that we love you very much, and we are certainly going to miss you and the children. Well, we love you very much. Anyway, we'll see you soon, okay? Lots of love. I love you. Bye.
It doesn't matter where we are in the world, they're still going to think the same of us. They're still going to be our friends, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. It's not the same, is it? You can't turn around to me and say it's the same, because it isn't. It's not the same.
No, but it's not meant to be the same, is it, you know? I mean, I love every one of them dearly, and I'm going to miss them dearly. But at the end of the day, it's like I said, they don't put food on our table. You know, they don't raise our children. They don't educate our children.
Ian, there's nothing so wrong with home, is there? You say, you sound as if there's something wrong with home. There's nothing so wrong with home.
I've never said there's anything wrong with home. But then you've got to ask yourself a question. If we're so happy at home, if everything's so perfect, if our friends and family are everything, why are we even here now?
Because that's what you want. I really don't want to talk about this anymore.
No?
No. No. Enough's enough now. All right? That was harder than I thought it was going to be. Actually, it was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I didn't think I'd be quite as affected, I don't think, by friends. I don't know why I thought that. I just didn't think I would be. And I was actually, I was coming around to things. I thought I could do this. After seeing that, I think we're back to square one again. We've had tears again from Lily about the last vote. She really doesn't want to come. She really doesn't. So, yeah, I think Ian's going to have to get his head around that.
If I sat here and said, no, you know, there's nothing that's emotional about watching that, about leaving the UK, I'd be a liar. You know, it is heart-wrenching to see things. But my main reasons for wanting to come out here were for a better life for my children, a better life for my wife and I, and a better family life. And those things are still important. If I'd managed to just persuade Jackie just an incy bit this week, you know, everything that I've done has been undone just by watching that DVD. What can I say? You know, she got emotional. I expected her to get emotional. And for all the right reasons in life, you know. I don't blame her for that at all. You know, that's just the way it is. But there goes all my hard work for the week. Thank you.
That was never going to be easy. It's clearly a difficult situation. It looks like the pressures of their week down under have brought matters to a head.
It's the end of a long week in Perth for the Pages. Ian was relieved when Jackie loved stylish house number 3, but no work was ever going to live up to her nursing job in the UK. However, she did concede that the cost of living in Australia compared favourably to their life in Surrey, and meeting the locals gave Jackie a whole new outlook. But eldest daughter Lily wants to stay in the UK, and messages from their loved ones has made this huge decision even harder. Ian has worked hard to persuade Jackie about the move, but has any of it worked? Will they choose a new life down under, or is there too much to leave behind in the UK?
We've had a fantastic week here in Perth. It's been brilliant. We've met some wonderful people. We've seen some wonderful sights. We've gathered as much information as we can to help us make our decision whether to stay in the UK or come to Australia. And it's time for our final vote. And our final vote is going to be for Australia!
The Pages have agreed to disagree on where their future lies. In the end, friends and family and a good job back home proved too much for Jackie to leave behind. But something tells me Ian won't give up trying to convince Jackie to share his dream of a new life down under. Join us again next time when we find out what happens when another British family have to decide whether they're wanted down under.
From obsolete to occupied, more of Britain's empty homes are brought back to you in just a moment. Then, could a well-loved teddy bear be worth a small fortune? We'll tell you how. Cash in the